We're back with the tour of the greenhouse. It's October, it's fall, it feels like it. I got a sweater on. I'm not a pumpkin spice type of gal, but I am a nice warm caramel macchiato type of gal. All right, let's give you a quick tour of the greenhouse. It's actually kind of nice and toasty in here compared to outside, so I'm going to close this door, keep some of that heat in here. On the table, we have a whole bunch of garlic that needs to get planted. This is music garlic. This guy here. This is some garlic from the garlic I planted last year. Same with this red garlic. And then we have a whole bunch of, oh, it looks like it was raining and there was a drip in the ceiling. That sucks. Got this chair all wet. Okay, anyway, there's a whole bunch of garlic here that is too small to be planted. So these will go into the house and I will make whatever various garlic things with it. But these guys still need to get planted. So even though the weather is turning, it's getting colder, I have planting still to do. Same with these fall flowering crocus and whatnot. Okay, moving over here. The fig tree from outside is in. This thing is doing so good. Look at this. This is a nice, beautiful bok choy. Can't wait to harvest. Yeah, it really filled out. I'm not sure if I want to bring this rosemary. It's a trailing rosemary and it's gorgeous. I mean, look at it. It's flowering. It's like a big bushy head of hair. It is just so pretty and I love it so much. I overwintered it last winter in the house and it's very big and very obnoxious and very hard to keep alive. I thought it was a goner and then I brought it out this spring and it exploded and it's doing well. Look, it's even got like tons of new growth up at the top. So I'm not sure if I'm going to bring it inside yet, but it is getting a little cold at night. I know that this one survived in here last year, but that's not a trailing rosemary. That's a different rosemary. So still on the fence about this. Don't want this one to die. Might take clippings from it. But very pleased with this growing tower. I think the plants would do a little bit better if I started the propagations in the house first and then transplanted them. They might not get so leggy because you can see they kind of did get a little leggy, but I'm letting them grow and I'm fairly pleased with how they're doing so far. And it is really cool that I can turn it so that different plants get different light. Let's turn this way. So as you can see, all the house plants are gone. They're in the house. It's absolutely insane in the house right now. These guys will help me with seed starting in the spring. Any seeds that need cold stratification, I start in here in the spring. I can even get like a little bit of a head start on tomatoes. Just plant them in seeds, the seeds in the dirt directly in like starter pots in here before the temperature is warm enough. But like keep that guy closed. The greenhouse within the greenhouse helps raise the temperature. So in here is about 5 degrees warmer than outside Celsius. And then these keep another like 4 degrees. So I can almost get 10 degrees without adding any extra heat. When I do have my little heater running, I can get like 15 to 20 degrees warmer depending on the time of day, the temperature outside, yada, yada, yada. I'm also experimenting with having my composter in here over the winter. And like I can feel it giving off heat. I can feel that. That is warm. So that is going to help for sure. Lots of things happening in the new steel beds. Lots of little baby carrots. Lots of these I think are radishes, black radishes. That'd be cool if we got something out of those. Some beets, some bok choy, lettuce. My dog barking at the neighbor. The beautiful rosemary plant. This cacti, which I think is a goner. He was going to come into the house, but he's got some sort of like powdery, mildewy. You can't see it because he's got a ton of diatomaceous earth on him. Because I treated my house plants before bringing them back inside. In here is lettuce as well. Yes, I'm just ignoring the dog barking. She'll eventually stop. The lettuce in here is doing okay. It's kind of little and I think it's kind of behind compared to this. And I planted it at the same time. So it's just trying its best. This guy, same thing. I will use him for seed starting. I have a weird hydroponic cherry tomato in here right now. That's his water reservoir. It looks like poop water, I know, but it's the rain barrel water, and the rain barrel water has a bunch of leaf whatever on it. I need to clean the roof of the greenhouse, which entails me getting on a ladder, spraying down the leaves, getting them with a rake. It's actually a really big job, and my neck and back are hurting me just talking about doing it. I kind of organized over here. I moved the chair to over there for now because I'm just trying to figure out the new groove of the greenhouse since the middle bed was removed and all that stuff. I want to get a potting bench for here, but then I have nowhere to put this. So, you know, never enough space. I might have a bit of a hoarder mentality. Back here is a bit of a mess as well. Everything's dying back. Oh, the coleus. He looks so sad. My shelf fell over. The nasturtium has taken over this space, clearly. The alocasia still putting out new leaves, which is pretty impressive. I wonder if she's got any pups or anything down there I could take inside. Not like I don't already have 2 inside. Yeah, the coleus really just like deflated. The lavender looks okay. We'll see if it survives. I put some of the chives from the chive bed that we removed in here. And these guys, they're some sort of perennial. They'll be fine, hopefully, next year as well. Some of the planted trees back there are looking a little rough. These are the black walnuts that my husband's collecting. He husks them, and you got to do it with gloves because they like leave a residue on your hands. And I'll show you all that junk. This is the composter that's full of leaves right now. Hopefully it gives us some good soil in the spring. And I want to plant some like wildflowers up in here. Some more plants that are dying back. Again, this coleus looking rough. Ooh, the mint is looking good though. The mint is indestructible. Look at all these walnuts. So many. Tons and tons. They're all going to turn into trees back there in the spring. It's going to be a pain in the ass. These are the 2 beds that were on the cement pad in the backyard. Decided to bring them back here. Don't have plans to fill them with soil just yet because soil is expensive. It adds up. Mom's birdhouse, looking good. Things over here, kind of looking dead. This is as good as it's going to get organization-wise for the pots for winter. And the walnut project, look, this is just a squirrel coming here, sitting at the table and eating. This one too, this is just a squirrel tearing apart one of those black walnuts. This is the project over here. These, I guess, are the one my husband's husked. These are the ones he hasn't yet. Ew, there's some rotting ones in there. And then he gets the seeds and he floats them in water. Whichever ones float are bad, and the ones that sink, he plants. And in the backyard tour, you saw all the pots in the yard that he has planted out. I'll show you those. I don't have any plans. Somebody asked me. I don't have any plans to tear down the rain barrel. This will stay all throughout winter. It didn't really freeze last winter, and I'm not quite sure what kind of winter we're in for this year, but we are generally fairly mild winters. All right, I'll quickly show you all the pots that my husband is using for his black walnut tree project. So hopefully by the spring, he's got a whole bunch of black walnut tree starters. He'll sell a few. He'll take a few up to the tiny home property to plant, and that'll be that. All right. Thank you for joining me. It's just about dinner time for me, and I hope I remember to film and post for you next week. All right. Bye.